try and go straight into it. What's up, everybody? Welcome to which one is this one? I don't know what it is, but yeah, welcome to the live. My name is Perseverance Maremeni, also known as Madam Speaker, also known as the CEO of Self Love. If you're joining for the first time, welcome to the family of healing, self love, and motivation. And if you're returning, thank you so much for the continuous love and support that you are showing us today. I want us to talk about Tamara, guys, and this is because I've been hearing a lot of people in the DMs and also in J commenting on other platforms saying, why are you not saying anything about this whole Tamara issue? And I've been reluctant to talk about it until now. For those who don't know, I'm going to give you an idea of what is actually going on. And I think also maybe one of the reasons why I was a bit reluctant to even engage on the topic is because um, my community, guys, I really do respect my community and I respect everyone. And I know that the Zulu language is a language which is common in South Africa. Yeah, you see, somebody's even asking who is Tamara. So I know that it's not everybody who knows about Tamara, especially my community. You understand what I mean? But it's something which is worth us talking about. So I'll bring you guys. I'll bring you in so that you we are on the same page. You understand what's what, and then you're more than welcome to share your views and opinions and thoughts. People have been frustrated for the past couple of weeks, you know. So there's a lady, her name is Ayanda. I only also found out about her recently, but here on TikTok she calls herself Tamara. And Tamara has been dishing content which is derogatory to women, you know, where she's been saying that when you have more than one children, exactly that question, my posh, that was the question that I asked. My posh is asking, are we taking Tamara serious? You know what? I think the reason why I'm actually talking about it is because I feel like uh, when other people are taking it seriously and some of us feel like it's not worth being taken seriously, it's it's more like we are not taking people seriously. You understand what I mean? Let me get to my thoughts, then you will understand why, in as much as I feel like it's not something that I need to be taking seriously, but for the fact that my community wants us to talk about it, for some people it's actually serious, then we have to respect that and talk about it. So as I was still saying, that for those who don't know who Tamara is, she's a child, man. She's in her 20s. She posts content about how when you are a woman and you've got one child, two children out of wedlock, those children are not a blessing. You have lost value. You can't compare yourself to a virgin. She's been defending men on the fact that, you know what, when you find a guy who doesn't have money, why do you want money from that guy? That means that you never wanted love. You want, um, um, you are hungry. You are selling your body. Like, she's been saying a lot of stuff which has just been mean, you know, towards women, and it has just been frustrating a lot of women. So she's been saying all of that in the Zulu language. And that's, like I said, that one of the reasons why I never really wanted to address it per se was because then it means that I must still interpret it, because I'm very much I respect my community, and I'm very much aware that I'm one person whose audience is like all over. You know, I'm not only having South Africans following me, and most importantly, I'm not only having Nguni speaking people following me. It's everyone. But because she speaks in Zulu, yeah, that's why for me, I was like, hey, now I need to interpret this and this and that. And also another reason why for me, I never really wanted to talk about it is because, I mean, guys, Tamara's come and go every day, you know. We've had people like your Noni before. I think during that time, yeah, Noni, I was also just, you know, catching like I was being triggered a lot. So I would address Noni, defending women. And we've had people like you see, I've never really consumed the content, but I had an idea that she was basically standing up for men. We've had people like there's a Mam Tembu. Yes, there's a lady by the name of Mam Tembu who also used to be defense, like she used to defend men a lot. I remember this one time she did a video which trended a lot, where she was saying that men don't just kill. If a man kills a woman, then there must be something that you have done as a woman and stuff like that. You know, this was a married woman who was just standing up for men. And I've seen comments where people would always say that once you see a woman being liked by men, then you must know, being liked by men for standing up for men, then you must know there's something wrong with that woman, you know? So as I was seeing her content and people kept on saying to me, Madam Speaker, what is your take on this whole Tamara thing? You know, the stuff that she's been saying about women. It's like we're dealing with Noni all over again. And people are triggered for real, for real, for real, you know? Thank you so much for the gifts, guys. I see them. Thank you so much. So, for me, I was like, because she's young, you know, I just assumed that because she's young, she's not experienced life, you know. I just thought to myself that she's speaking from privilege because she doesn't know that life is tough, relationships don't work out sometimes, even though you do all things by the book and whatnot, you know. So that's one of the reasons why I felt like, I don't think this is something that I need to respond to. Maybe it's something that I need to allow her to go through life, and then when she's older and she realizes her life is not as black and white as you think, then she will learn. But as time went by, so it went to a point where, for those, like, I'm still filling you guys in, for those who don't know, it went to a point where men started sending her money, you know. Apparently she made a good 50,000 rands allegedly from men on TikTok who were just sending her money because they felt like, you know, for at last we have a defender, we have somebody who understands us, we have somebody, like, I remember seeing comments where someone was saying, you are like a father figure to me. That was a man saying that Tamara is like a father figure to him because Tamara is literally just defending them for because women expect too much from men. So basically that's what she was saying, in as much as she was not using kind words, but she was basically saying that we as women, we expect too much from men. Like, she was just coming in hard, you know. She was coming in really, really hard. Until this morning, when apparently since last night, people found an account of hers from 2022. I don't know whether she lost the password or what happened to that account, but they found that account, you know. And on that, in that account, the stuff that she was posting there, guys, she was twerking. She was busy saying that when a man once says hi to me, I want money. Like, literally everything that she's against today is everything she was doing in that old account of hers. Like, I think she lost the password because the account is still there. People are busy commenting. It's gained a lot of traction, but yeah, not self, she's not there, you know. She's still continuing creating the same content, you know, just keeping the momentum, still speaking in the same language where she's still defending men and saying that, listen, give my brothers a break. But there's content which she left there, which also, on top of her twerking, there's another video where she was busy brushing a man in Chebe. There was a video where she was posting her child, because if she's in her 20s and that child looks for my 6, 7, you know, around that age, then if you do the math, then she had that baby when she was still a teenager, you know. And the content that she was posting back then, it was the content that today, Taps is saying that she found a better way of making money. Yeah, no, definitely she did. I actually want to get to that point. Ori, these are my views and opinions and thoughts about the whole thing after discovering that there's an account of hers, you know. She has 2 kids and pregnant with her 3rd. Are you serious? Yo, that's hectic, you know. So with everything, and people who have been, I have seen allegations where people are saying that she was dating an Abdul. For those who don't know what an Abdul is when you are dating somebody, I don't know from where, guys, but the people who usually run spasa shops and all that stuff, you know. Handle of the old account, please. The old account is I forgot what the old account is, guys. It's Ayanda something, you know. But my friend, yeah. So now the same men who were vouching for her, saying Team Tamara, guys, like, randomly, if you go through my video there, somebody has left a handle. It's Yandra446 on TikTok, the old account where she was twerking, where she was busy with Inchebe, where she was busy, where she was busy doing all these things that she's judging women for doing today, you know, calling your child a blessing, and then turn around and say that if you have children out of wedlock, why are you calling that child a blessing? That child is not a blessing, you know. And now all the men who have been saying you are like a father figure to me, the men that have been making, that have been sending her money, guys, this is serious. Like, men have been sending her money. Now they went to that account and they're busy swearing at her. They're busy saying, we want our money back, this, and that. And I remember seeing a video of a lady, she had even switched off her comments, where this woman was like, yes, I'm triggered. And she was busy saying, we're trying our level best to raise our kids. You know, why are we being the ones who must be degraded and have these names while we didn't impregnate ourselves and leave ourselves? Why must we entertain people like Tamara? Every now and then, there's always going to be a woman who rises up and wants to degrade other women and wants to bring other women down and what, you know? So now, after all of that, apparently she made around 50K kadi donations. Yes, that's what I also saw on the comment section. Now people, the same men who have been donating money to her, saying because there's a woman who is defending them and busy saying that we women who have kids are valueless and whatnot. Now when they found out, now they see her doing the same things that she's been judging other women for. Now she's like saying money matters. Now they're finding out that she's got kids out of wedlock, even as young as being a teenager and all that stuff. They feel like she has played them, you know. They feel betrayed, you know, because she was literally the president of the men's conference as a woman. You know, so for me, my issue is, even from the beginning, before I even saw the comments that she made about, okay, I see people are trying to request as co-host. Can you please request as a guest, ne? So that at least we can have more than one person coming in to join the live. So my thing, guys, ne, is that from the beginning of the trend, where she was trending, where everybody was saying Team Tamara, Team Tamara, Team Tamara, for me, I felt like, well, it's sad that they're encouraging her to speak like that about women, you know, but at the same time, I felt like it's a good thing that, for me, I feel like the trash is taking itself out. Like, those type of men are not my cup of tea. So I'm not bothered by men who are celebrating the fact that they should not provide, the fact that they are in their soft life era, the fact that a woman who has a child has lost value. For me, I felt like it's okay that there must be somebody who must speak for that type of man, because that type is definitely not my type, you know. So I just feel sorry for the women that they're dating now, because they have to go home to someone, and that someone has to suffer with an empty head like that, you know. But for me, I felt like it's fine. I mean, my type, really, my type doesn't even do TikTok. So if my type actually understands that as a man, he values me not based on how many children I have, because he also has children. It doesn't. The things that we tick to value a woman, for my type of man, has got absolutely nothing to do with how many children I have and my past experiences and all that stuff. He values me because of my brain. He values me because of the quality that I bring in the relationship. He values me because the conversations that we have are conversations which build, are conversations which tell, or you know what, the future is good, we have plans and whatnot, you know. So when I saw those men who were applauding this woman, for me, I was like, it's okay, you know. I only feel sorry for the men, for the women who actually have to date these men, you know. But when now they came back and were now swearing at her, calling her, like they were saying she's the leader of the pack of horse, you know. So all the names that they were calling us under her comment section, and all the names that they were giving to us, the same men who sent her money were giving her the same tongue lash. The same men have now turned against her, which actually shows, Ori, it's still the same group of men. You understand what I mean? The same men who are celebrating the fact that women are being degraded, women are being called names, is the same men who are not happy with this woman after they send her money, because now they realize, or no, she's actually not different from other women. And also for me, I feel like, guys, may Tamara multiply, you know, may she not die, may she multiply like Winnie Mandela, may she multiply, you know, because number one, she found a way to make money out of stupid guys, you know. First of all, you need to know you are stupid as a guy for you to think that a woman loses value and you are celebrating the fact that somebody, like for me, I feel like Tamara is playing. I think it goes back to what somebody asked earlier on to say, are we going to take Tamara seriously? You know, it was a heist, clean job. Yes, it was a clean job. And I remember the type of clean job that Tamara did on these women, on these men. You can't do it to all men. You can't do it. You can only do it to a specific group of men, and that group of men is a stupid group of men. You know, first of all, they were stupid to clap hands for someone who is degrading women like that. Second of all, they were stupid to even send her money so that they can encourage her to degrade women even more. Now, the third thing, they were even more stupid because they are even now angry at her, their president, for being a woman. And mind you, this is her 3 years ago. The new Tamara believes, Hori, a man must not provide, a man must not, if you found him struggling, you must leave him like that. That's the new Tamara. So instead of them appreciating the new Tamara, what are they doing? They are busy dragging her, they are busy cursing at her, they are busy saying they want their money back. They want to focus on the old Tamara. To really show, or even for them to support her to begin with, it's a group of men that, guys, I don't think my community members, yeah, this is the conclusion for me. I don't think my community members date or can ever date men that are in Tamara's comment section. Understand? Thank you so much, Lungile. Madam Speaker, you are such an intelligent woman. I did not see this child. Okay, I think the comment just went by. How did I get to them sending her money? No, so them sending her money. Remember when she was busy saying these things about women? Women, you know, we women, we talk. Women were busy swearing at her, and men were busy encouraging her to keep creating that content to a point where some were saying, what are your Capitec numbers? Capitec is a bank, ne? So they were busy asking for the banking details so that they can send her money as a gift to appreciate her for standing up for them. You understand? So when they did that, now it was a heist. It was a proper scam. Because now she's making money out of this stupid man. No. She's making, they are stupid. If you found yourself sending Tamara money, and now you come back and you are swearing at her for being a former, she's a former valueless woman. I guess she didn't have value when she was still creating that content. She didn't have value when she was still saying my child is my blessing. But today, because she has graduated, she knows better. She has value today. For the fact that you refuse to see her value of today, and you want to take offense of the fact that before she became this high value woman, she was a valueless woman like the rest of us. You are angry. Why can't you love her beyond that? You understand? So that's why I'm saying, Ori, the target market, or the target audience for Tamara. Tamara has a specific target audience, and the type of men who have been cheering her on. I can tell you now, out of my community members, I don't think any of you guys, I don't know. I don't know you guys personally, but I doubt you guys would date a man who is in Tamara's comment section. So that's why for me, I felt like even in the beginning, it's not a thing that I need to address, you know. The only reason why for me, sometimes I feel like addressing issues that are not really my cup of tea or my community's cup of tea, it's because I feel like we need to address them so that our kids, when they grow up, they need to find us having said something opposing what has been said, which we feel like it's wrong and it needs to be corrected. You understand what I mean? But all in all, a man on social media and bores me. You know what? Mina, hey guys, if I can tell you my story of my guy didn't even know that there was such a thing as a Madam Speak until he was now showing me off in his family members, and they were like, do you know who this person is? Because where we met, there was no way he was gonna know if he's on social media, you know. Then he got to find out what I do after. That's my cup of tea. I prefer to date old-fashioned guys who just love me, like organic. That's me, you know. I prefer people who are so ignorant to a point where nothing I say with my mouth will intimidate them. So there is no way in heaven or hell there's going to be a man who is in the comment section, yeah, Tamara, that I'm going to worry, hurry. A man like that is going to date me one day. I could never be stressed by such men, you know. But I feel like certain things, yes, I agree with some who say that some of these things, they need to be talked about so that we challenge the narrative, so that when our kids grow up, when they find such information out there which is degrading women, they find that, okay, at least Madam Speaker or somebody or Tabs actually said something opposing what has been said, you know. So yeah, basically that's Tabs, my darling. Welcome, 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 my love.
How are you, my love?
I'm good. How are you?
Oh, good, good. You know, Madam Speaker, the issue at Tamara, I didn't follow it as much. Firstly, is because of one. I don't even know why a woman shaken that much by what she said, because it's like it's the same topic as to marriage. It's an achievement for people and some for not. Until you are mature to a standard where you are able to differentiate the two, you would not understand where I am. Because of now, if a person starts saying that women are not mature, no, their value goes down because they have 20 kids or they have 3 kids, they are not married, and then they exchange what their value goes down, the body counts on their body goes. This has been proven out so many times that even the people who are prostitute, they are now married to prominent people, and then they are holding on very well. So when we talk about value, this has nothing to do with age. It has nothing to do with how many kids you have, and then your relationship history. This is your personal character, the value that you hold, and then the achievements that you have, and how you treat people. It also utters a lot about the value that you are. It has even nothing to do with the position that you are having. The position would be the outcome of what you were doing all along, which is part of your personal developments and the skills. But that does not mean that you lose the value. Immediately when you start putting a value of a person as your history of life, as your body counts, how many kids do you have, and that your value, it needs to align to somebody else's perspective of what is the value of a woman, which would be a man in this case, and then you start comparing the two. And there's this, guys, I want to say this. Banna ba le ratanang le bona, ha se banna ba rena. What's this thing? The kind of men that you are saying are men are not the men that are suitable for us. It might be that Tamara sees a man of that nature, thinking, oh, he's a man. He's not. If you find a man saying that a woman was at 20, the first thing that you should pick up in that thing is that this person is narcissistic, because of he needs to find a thing that destroys your confidence in order for you to feel valuable or not. If you're available or not. So for me, if a person takes out anything, such opinions, they come from cultural norms, from your personal biasness, from where you are when it comes to your maturity stage. If you go to the village now and you start asking, there's a lady, we went to the same school, we matriculated the same time. When I met her, and then she's like, and already you are reaching your 30, no. And then so we were sitting dining. My sister was in the house. My mom was in the house, my sister. So they had us from this thing. What's working? But what busy they think they are career woman. And she did not know that I planned my child very well. So those are the type of the cultural norms that the person has. I did not argue with her then. This is more than 15, how many years, 13 years ago. I did not even argue with her or said anything to her. I just kept quiet. And I said, I know, but in my heart, it was like, this is not the things that I would be discussing, because of this person is telling me something that I am not. It's the same thing as to when Madam, you're telling me, I'm not the type. My kind is that if I'm bringing a child, she is well planned. If If it's an unplanned and that's it. So now when you are coming to discuss or to go into the statement, so Tamara, the reason why they are stupid is because they could not even see
Imagine in grown men. My sister, when I tell you that I'm glad or my type of man is not on TikToks. I'm telling you that grown men within Chebe, they are busy saying, Tamara, you are like a father figure to me. And somebody must say, this is my husband, this is my pillar of strength. To a man like that, in this day and age,
ask yourself for an old man, TikTok. They are saying, Tamara, we swear if you are wise, well, now I am talking to my boy child to say that, boy child, you are going to, your first salary is not meant to take care of kids, but is to also you will plan your kids, and as you plan kids, that means that you need to start adding more money and allowance for the kids. Not your Tamara and the kids that time. So now you are saying such a case. That's a generational case itself. And then if you are a woman or a man, what are you saying? Then this should tell you something about the kind of men who are clapping hands for her. Because of those are the kind of men who are saying that, thank you are saving us so that they can listen to what we are doing. We are here to multiply and make it without taking responsibility. That's stupidity. That is stupidity because of now, Tamara, I guess how old is she?
She's in her 20s. She's a child, guys.
25.
That's what I'm saying.
25 or something they were saying.
That's what I'm saying, Sister Tabs. Before I found out.
You're still developing. You're not even ready for anything. That would be me.
That's what I'm saying, Sister Tabs.
I would say at your age, I did not even think of having a child. I did not even think. So this is when you compare the two. So now when women as old as they are, and then Tamara, Limila,
my sister,
she's still growing in such a way that she doesn't even know that.
Sister Tapsi, that's what I'm saying to you. Now in the beginning, when I started seeing Tamara trending, I thought, let her speak because she's a child. She will find out when she grow older. I was only shocked today when I found out this child has actually been through a life. This is her second lifetime. Her first lifetime, she believed in daughter. She believed in a money giving her money. She's eating a second life now, where now she no longer believes in the things she believed in the past. And for me, it's a disgrace. It's like to have. I mean, if I had a partner who was cheering Tamara on, I was gonna dump him for the fact what this man must be the head of my house. I would rather head my house myself.
Listen, I've even seen that with Bupenuel. There's one thing that I can tell you. Whatever I utter, let me tell you, and you follow a person whenever by that moment. If you go to check the history of Penuel, you will find the same thing. Last time I was talking about the lady, and then the first thing that the man said, who said marriage is an achievement for that woman?
Why, Mara?
Who said there are men who think, when you raise somebody's child, you are stupid or whatever? There are men who know now what is love. Who don't even mind the 50 kids that you are coming with. Hence, you ask yourself, no, if you only knew that a person's life is planned by God before you could even be here on earth or the seed to start multiplying, then you will know that this year is the fruit for her, regardless of what happened in their lives.
Yeah.
So if now you go in and you start saying, I'm valuing the character of a person, I'm valuing the value of a person because of it's like telling me, no, I will not buy your products, Taban, because of I know your history of where you come from. And this should tell you already, you are very, I don't know, what is it? Because of now, here we are talking about the outcome of me. It's like you coming to me and ask me about my history. And then you say,
My sister, you see now that this is my sister. This Topsy. This Topsy. This is the reason why I'm saying, Ori, the men who are going to be in conversation with Tamara, cheering her on. Me and that type of man, we don't have a conversation. We can't have a dialogue.
A person who comes to me and say, there's one thing, Madam Speaker. If you are a man now and you are not aware that there is something called maturity growth as you are growing, or puberty of growth that a woman enters into when you start bearing kids, even if you did not bear your kids, and you don't even know that there's body changes even to the men and everybody. No, say breast, each and everything. There will be menopause, there will be andropause. Then, because of now, this tells me that you are limited to learning. You don't even know what stage you are in. And then you come in and say, I'm uttering words more TikTok. And people start clapping hands, which tells us a lot or no. That means that who can say like a metric after
Mara, sister,
and then we don't even check now what is it that is happening just in the society.
Sister, Mara, also, I think, out of everything, the frustrations that women have been having, and I do understand. I think I saw a comment here where somebody was saying that the only time where you would feel the need to speak, Mara, is if you have not healed. If you have healed, you would feel like it's something you don't need to talk about. Mara, can we talk about how Tamara has taught us to actually make money out of stupid men? Find a group of stupid men and make money out of them. Today.
You know,
my sister,
my sister, what Tamara did.
If today,
even make an event there, going to pay for
if today,
but then,
if today I say I'm changing my niche today, do you know how for the past 3 years I've been labeled a bitter divorcee who's a bad influence? Change my content and I start bashing you women. Do you know that men will come and cheer me on and I can make money out of those men today?
Madam Speaker, listen, you have not been feeling the hollow. You need to feel the stadium there. Because remember, we have so many delusional men who are not correct. Madam Speaker, you know, there are so many things. Imagine a motu now, the value of a woman, the impact that he has on the people, to the people. And then you utter those words ulumoto from the. If there's nothing that you can say that can build a person, shut up. So just imagine, Madam Speaker, because of now, you are really telling me, okay, these are my societal standards that I perceive on the woman, that they should be this in this. And remember, those society standards that were done then, it was because of they wanted to put in a value so that he can feel, I am the man in this house. But a man without brains.
A dangerous man.
They feel so inferior. People who woke up there and start
I am so embarrassed on their behalf and on behalf of their wives also and their children and their children's children. Yo, Jesus Christ.
I'm telling you, because look now, when we check the video, Tamara, what is the value in twerking?
Yo, I get
and then you call it to attract people.
No, I get it, Mama. Tamara saw that content was not making her money. Then she realized, you know what? If I can just find a group of stupid men and say, listen, I'm going to degrade women, I'll make free money out of these stupid men. That content was not making her money. This one now is making her money. It's just unfortunate, Uri. Now the stupid men found the previous content. Now they're crying.
You know, Madam Speaker, when you are saying this, there's this word that I normally say, which is called respect. Yes. Because of now, immediately when you come to me and start giving me your social standards and then your social perspective of who a woman should be without even checking into what is it that I call myself from Nike on. This shows me a lot about you. You don't even respect me and the decision that I make. You know, the fact that a woman had kids at the younger age before they could get married, it is not a sin. It is a sin against self. And we need to get pastors to start talking about these things. When they are 50 before marriage, no. It's sin against self. And then it will stick with you. And then it will have your own memories and the consequences of it. How many people how many? The absent fathers in marriage. How many are they? Where is the value of that woman here?
Yo.
A woman who got married a virgin.
Ha!
Hey.
Sis Tabsi, I saw a comment on you on.
So are you telling me now, this woman who left this marriage does not have value? Because and then what do we say about a person who does not take responsibility of the seed? The word of the Lord here
Yeah.
because of you're not even able to one of the things, I wonder, maybe I can say
Mara, at least she made money, quick money, free money from stupid men. Yo, guys, taking. Apparently, she made 50K, my sister. Apparently, she made 50K.
Even the money would not.
Artist gave her money. Guys, now I'm saying every chance you get.
Which artist is that?
I don't know.
Which artist is that?
I think it's probably one of those Maskandi artists. Hi, Mrs. Joseph.
Hi, Miss Joseph.
How are you? Okay, can I just a little? But the funny thing is that now when all her sins are coming out, the whole world must understand. That's from her fans, like the men that are supporting her. So now, because we found out, they are saying, mistakes happen. So just because Tamara made a mistake, so it's understandable. Like, I'm trying to understand.
No,
what is she even talking about?
Remember the people who are saying.
Just because Tamara has sinned, so now we must all understand that she's human. The time she was saying all those things, didn't they know what there are people who are depressed in this app, first of all. And then when you come across such things that you don't have value, who is Tamara to judge value and everything? Like what's going on? Like, what has social media become? And in this country, you must look at yourself first before you start judging others, guys. Now that they found out, so now you must feel, and they are so irritated that women are happy that this information came out. I don't understand why. The time she was hurting people, that's why people stay in abused marriages, because they are thinking, hey, I want my children to have the same father. Nonsense. I once spoke about
I think we spoke about it somewhere. We spoke about it with Joseph.
Yes.
Yes, I was there. That's why I was going there. That's why.
Because somebody was saying, to have 3 kids with different men, I would never do it. The guy who premium, the guy who came to your podcast, the one who was arrested and the father.
Which one, Sissy?
Is that the guy? Yeah, I forgot his name. He was there. Was it last week? The one who went to jail.
Tapelo
was also on the podcast. Yeah, Team Scheme. Yes, is it Tapelo?
Yes.
Yeah, Tapelo. You know, the lady, the first comment that she posted there, it's different.
Imagine, that's where
because of the
and just to add to your thingy, Tabs, ne? I mean, I'm married now. Like, I was one of those who were saying, I'm waiting for marriage. But do you know how hard it is to get a child now? I'm married, I don't have a child. It's depressing. So what does it mean? My husband must go. Sometimes people
You know what you are doing. Who said that?
Who
Yeah.
said that? Who said that? Because sometimes I'm thinking, what maybe I should have tried earlier.
No, but I think I do get what Mrs. Joseph is saying when I taps in. She's talking about how, remember, she was succumbing to society standards, you know, because society was saying during that time when she was listening, it's always good for you to have a child when you are now married. You are married now, the child is not coming.
I'll be married.
Madam Speaker, you know, I understand.
Exactly.
Those are very well. But what I am saying now
The
is that
sadness, the depression that comes with it.
the same community that is saying she should have had a child, she should not have a child prior. Now they are saying that why don't you have a child in marriage? They are forgetting that marriage, a child is the product of the two when they come together. And the marriage is in existence because of the two, not the child.
Exactly.
So if you make a person who does not understand that, you don't know, even it's equals to one.
Yo, guys.
These are some of the toxic traits we have, Madam Speaker.
I wish people can get that. And then they're so insensitive.
You're not
They even tell you, you've been married for 4 years when you're having a child. Imagine. And then when we answer, it's like we are rude. I mean, I'd rather not have a child.
But where did we get this thing of when are you getting a child? When are you getting a job? When are you getting... Why do you create such expectations? Where do you get those expectations on me?
Hey.
Are you God?
Yeah.
And then when you ask a person, Madam Speaker, the reason why, even when I go home, if you are not close to me like a family member, I wouldn't even or that's not a topic. And then you ask me, well, am I married or not?
Exactly.
What are you asking me? What are you asking me?
Sure.
Give the same question, yeah? Are you working or not? What position are you having? What kind of standard do you want to put me in? And if you respect me and you value me and value the uniqueness that I have in me, I'm telling you, Madam Speaker, you won't be uttering the then watsana lenyalo ngwa hloka ngwana wa o sa di ngwana pe ya gago e dirang then monna wa dira bana wa palla go dira go tswela pele. That's why I decide. So this thing is all centered around the man. Where are you? Where are you? When you are just something like a house, the only thing that they see the community is a man. Well, this is the leader. So imagine only leader ya domo ka muntu.
Yo, Jesus Christ, what a curse. What a curse.
I don't think person who took out money because a person attacked Tori. Munna bela bana baba inchu and obela galamang. And I wonder now where does this thing come from? Say that again, Miss Joseph. Her signal is bad.
Yeah.
No, you know, Madam Speaker, the Tamara
My network is bad. I'm not sure if you guys.
Yeah, it
There's
is
a
bad.
delay. Maybe you can go out and come back in again.
Go out and come back. You know, Madam Speaker, I will not say to you, Kere, I forgive Tamara or anything because she did not offend me in any way.
Yes.
For fun. And she wasn't even talking to me.
Yes.
And she wasn't even talking to... I don't even see anything like that.
Yeah.
Because it's like it's picky it's already, and I'm like, okay, are you fine? So, but those who feel of it to start re-evaluating what is value for you. Because if you put in value for as to having a husband, and having kids in the marriage, and then it doesn't matter what happens, he's a man. It's the same thing when a person says a man is a polygamous person by nature. It's nothing like that.
Which nature? Which nature?
Sometimes why madam speaker, why aren't these women all along what? So so this whole thing, I think this is where it's coming from. That's how I see it, because of now we are busy talking. You know, the time when my dad told me about Sifebe someone now I didn't know that. I think it's my mom. And you check into the community, or how many times do we say bitches, bitches, bitches? And we don't even talk about the whole one. This is why with Tamara, they would come in not even knowing that there's such terms and references, but because of the community they are coming from and the family that they grow up in, and the lack of life self-development that they have, they would not even know that.
Yeah.
They would not even know that when a person grows, there is nothing. You can never find a man when is 35 years and looks like a 22 years old, unless it's in the genes. But in the body itself will tell you that no, that we are 60 now. The same way as I'm saying now, my husband and I, we feel apart, about 3 years apart. As my breasts are sagging, they are sagging his. And I don't even know why is his breast sagging, because he hasn't even breastfed one child. So ask yourself, Hore, if you are, and this thing goes back to where women says that monna ga jofale. I say dilo tse di beao. Even at 60 years, you can stay with that man. You are not staying with that man. That man is in a comfortable space to have you around because of he can manipulate your small mind. And there's nothing comfortable like having a younger child in the house, because of that child you can restrict easier than having a teenager. It's the same thing as you. You come in, you are younger, you find a man who has done everything. He manipulates you, he put in money, you are broke and everything. You cannot even, or you listen to him, yes papa, yes mama. This is why even you know very well because of I'm the first person to look at. And then again, we need to go back Tamara to say that there are kids who needs their fathers, and now we are clapping hands. Hence, they sit in and start clapping hands. I'm telling you, the father might not be there or be an absent father. Actually present.
You know what, my sister? I think for me, it all drills down to just one thing. This is my conclusion. Before we allow Rainbow to speak and we wrap it up, because I think we are all happy.